One of these days, I'm just not going to throw the music on it and just have you dancing to silence. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Wook Plus. I'm Weekend Wook here again with Great Wendt. So I had a thought last night. I was thinking about how many different songs they've crammed into 4.0 so far. And then it got me thinking about, well, what have they not played yet? So I went ahead and did a little research. I wanted to read off this list to you, Kev, and I don't know, see what your take is on it. And
There's only
it's
one
just
thing I can
interesting.
think. There's only one thing I can think of that's a glaring omission. But let's see
Well,
what you got.
why don't you make a few guesses and then I'll read the
Um,
list.
um, dinner and a movie. I mean,
Yeah.
they did fucking dinner and a movie through the whole quarantine. It should have been the opener in Arkansas.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. The most played song they haven't played is Uncle Pen, which
Mm,
you know how the stats like Zizix and stuff, there's like the percentage of your chance of not seeing that many
yeah,
shows. It's 0.0003% chance of not getting an Uncle Pen based
right.
on the
Now,
whole history.
now, how was it towards the end of 3.0? Had it
A little bit,
fallen off?
a little bit, but I mean, it was last played in the Bakers, and it had been sprinkled throughout.
Right,
I eliminated any one thing that wasn't played in 3.0 from the list
right.
because I figured that's not if it
But
wasn't played in 3.0.
Uncle Pen was every night for a long time. That's why it's got such a
Well, check out some
big.
of these other ones. There's a few that surprised me. Rocky Top, not played in
Really?
4.0. Yeah, that one has a lot
Oh,
of plays, and that was played as recently as the New Year's Eve run in 19, but it hasn't
right.
shown up since. Um, Sweet Adeline, not that surprising. Dinner and a movie. Frankenstein. I was that. It's a little
Yeah, I would
shocking.
expect that to pop up.
Yeah.
Like this summer, like Isabella popped up. They had the one-offs that showed up.
I'm gonna read a couple quick, and then I want to know out of all of these, which ones A you're hoping to see soon, and B you think is the next one to bust out. And it may be the same answer, but Jesus Left Chicago, Ginseng Sullivan, A Day in the Life, Train Song. That one I was surprised. Ballad of Curtis Lowe, Curtain With. So I guess they might have done a curtain
Right,
so
but they
far, but
haven't done a
without the
with.
with. They haven't done a with. Why has Phish not done a with? Kung, we haven't gotten a Kung. Um, Quinn the Eskimo, the line, which you know what, good. Retire the
Yeah.
line. I'm okay with
No,
that.
I'm pro. I've been defending the line since 2015, man.
You want me to keep going, or you think
No,
that's
no,
the
Ginseng Sullivan would be the one that I would think would show up in the slot where like old home place does or something like that in the first set. I could see that. What was the first one you said? Oh, Jesus Left Chicago. I keep thinking some of the stuff like the Met, they did the Jesus Left Chicago in 2019, so it's recent that it
yeah
showed up, but I think that that's a rare one, and I feel like Page doesn't want to, that a day in the life. I think they don't do a day in the life because Page doesn't hit that range anymore. Like
yeah.
they
I
don't
mean,
do Life on Mars.
right. I think that's definitely part of it. I think this is also a side effect of how much material they have and all the new material. I mean, since that time, adding in Sci-Fi Soldier and some songs with Sigma Oasis, even though a lot of that had been played for years. And so I guess my last thought on this is probably the number one reason I'd be excited for a Baker style residency.
Because a
Right. I
few of those would pop up.
right.
Curtis Lowe probably, for whatever reason, Trey likes doing Curtis Lowe, which that song's questionable.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I mean, a lot of these songs you'll see Baker's dates as the last time played because they popped up as gems
They
then.
had to fill in 13 nights with
Well,
no
had
repeats.
to or wanted to. I mean, that's
Wanted
part of
to,
the debate. But
right?
there's something nice about going deep into the catalog, right? Which you
Yeah,
might not want to
definitely.
do if you're only doing a 2 or 3 night stand
Yeah.
somewhere. So yeah, it's interesting. And then there's other ones that have just been super rare, like Dog Log might pop up or Purple
Yeah.
Rain, Whipping Post. I know a lot of people are calling for that.
But
So
Fishman doesn't do songs, so his are like all off the table. He did what, one song in 2019, and then what since then he's done whatever that song was that I don't even remember the name of at Deer Creek, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he,
But
over the summer he did a song one night. He came out front and sang.
we'll have to look that up or cut that out.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
how
or Bike.
memorable it was.
Speaking of Phish, though, a Bike hasn't been played in 4.0 either.
Or I Love You.
Yeah,
I used to like when he tried to fumble through Love You. Because
yeah.
that's a lot of words really quick.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment on which song you're most excited to see in 4.0. And starting Saturday night for 4 nights, we'll be recapping the Playing in the Sand after show.
Including a Goose recap.
Yeah, can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. And then we got Liv returning with Mike Fenoy on Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. So tune in for that. It's gonna be fun.
Basically just tune your channel to YouTube or Plus and leave it there for the next week.
Oh, shit. All right. I'll see you later, Kevin.
Let's go to one of your places.